Good afternoon, you guys. I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. We're gonna be getting to work on the RSX. It's currently 4:12 and I want to make some coffee before we get started. Maybe this is a better angle, I don't know, but hope you guys are doing well. I've been super busy. I mean, like, I haven't been traveling as crazy as I used to. Like, I used to go to LA every other weekend, or like San Diego, but I've been chilling out a little bit. I went to Chicago Auto Show, as you guys saw. That was really fun. I went with Nissan, got to see the 400s. Got to see the new Z in Boulder Gray, and I see a lot of people, not in these comments, but on my other social media platforms, call it the 400Z. In case you guys don't know, it's actually, that's not the official name. I feel like you guys, and including myself, are so used to like having a number before the Z, like 350Z or 370Z, this and that, or 300ZX, that you have to have like a number before the Z, but this is the final Z, so it's just the Nissan Z. But today we are going to be, of course, working on the RSX, since that's the only car that, it's not even mine, it's my sister's, that I guess I have to work on. We are going to be installing and wiring the fog lights onto the front bumper, so that's going to be hopefully quick and easy. I got them off of eBay, if I remember correctly, and everything looks like plug and play. Fingers crossed that's going to be the rest of this video, just plug and play. But first, of course, I don't want to work on it without Veronica being here. So I'm going to be taking the RSX in the snow, going all the way to the other house to pick up Veronica, and she's actually going to be driving back. So she's driven a manual. Of course, I've taught her. Grant has taught her, but she's driven on like school parking lots. She's driven around neighborhoods, but she's never driven on a real road, and I don't want that. I don't want her first time driving on a real road being by herself. So I'm gonna be with her. She's gonna be driving back. I am gonna be filming that, so we'll see how she's gonna do. But right now I'm making coffee, waiting for it. There we go. Nice. All right. Espresso is right here, and now we are going to be taking, well, I'm going to clean this up real quick. Put this aside, I don't need this anymore. And now we're going to be taking, I don't know why this turned into a Starbucks vlog now, but we're going to be taking my Fontana white chocolate mocha and doing like 3 pumps. This is the actual stuff that Starbucks uses, by the way. I did my research and I had to order it on Amazon. It was like 60 bucks, but it's pretty big. Anyways, while I'm making this, yeah, so we're just gonna be working in the garage. Unfortunately, my garage door is broken. Like, it won't open or close. Like, the button doesn't work anymore. So I do need to get that fixed. But you guys will see how I open and close it right now while it's broken, so I can get the RSX out. And if you guys are wondering, if you're not from Michigan, it is still very cold here. So I'm still working with the garage door closed, which means there's no natural lighting coming through. But I do have a really good LED light that makes the lighting look pretty good. But you guys will see throughout the video, basically the fog lights and, you know, Veronica and this and that. But as far as future plans, just to update you guys, what's going on and what's coming up. So the RSX just needs a couple more things before I officially 100% give it over to Veronica, and it's for her to drive now and modify it whatever way she likes. As I've mentioned multiple times, because I feel like I get so many comments about this, like, why doesn't Veronica work on it? Why don't you give it to her? Why is it in your garage? And the real answer is, like, she's been in high school, so she really doesn't have time to work on it. If anything, I want her to focus on her school and stuff. So, like, I don't want to give her that extra pressure of saying, like, yo, Veronica, you got to get this fixed or else you can't drive it. So again, what I want to do before I fully toss it over to her is the fog lights. Just get those out of the way. She's going to be here for that. If you guys saw on my Instagram or my Snapchat, I did get a new 4-way adjustable shifter for it from Acura. I feel like I'm butchering the name. I'm literally gonna message them on Instagram and find out how you actually pronounce it. But I got it from them. I've heard such good reviews about that company. And basically they make a lot of RSX and Civic parts. So if you guys have either one of those cars, I definitely recommend checking them out. I've heard nothing but good reviews. And so me and Veronica are gonna be filming and installing their stuff tomorrow. Super excited for that. All that there really is left to do are tires. It needs new all-season tires because the ones that are on it right now are absolutely bald. And I, just being the bigger sister, cannot give the keys to my little sister and say, here, drive your new project car with absolutely bald tires in the Michigan winter. So I definitely don't want that. And then we're gonna be doing some other cosmetic mods that I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna absolutely love, like in between this. And then I'm gonna fully give the keys over to her, and then that leaves me with absolutely nothing. So you know I'm gonna have to show you guys the brand new car after that. So yeah, that's my update. As far as traveling plans, if you guys are curious, Fuel Fest in West Palm Beach is happening next week, so I will be going to that. I'm super excited. And then after that, I will be heading to LA for some type of party. I don't know if I can reveal that yet. You guys will see that on my other social media platforms, and I'll probably talk more about it when I find out more details. After that, I haven't really planned anything else after that. So I'm gonna finish this up, and I will catch you guys in the next clip where we're gonna be driving to Veronica. So I just picked up Veronica, and I guess we're just gonna go now. So Veronica's currently taking off the front bumper, but I wanted to show you guys what these fog lights look like. Ta-da! This is what they look like, and everything looks pretty simple. Looks like everything is just plug and play. I hate saying that, but I hope it is. And then we're gonna have to wire up this light, which sits to the right of the driver's side, for the button to turn it on and off. So looks pretty simple. Hopefully that's the case. We will find out in this video, but I think these are going to be a really nice touch to the front bumper, because as you guys can see right over there, there's absolutely nothing there, and you can see through it, and it looks pretty bad for you guys to see right there. All right, front bumper is off finally. I mean, there's only like 3 push pins, like the little thumbtacks, and then like 2 screws, but it's just so annoying taking it off. Veronica is just wiping off some of the snow and dirt inside of it before we bring it inside, because we don't want to get our floors dirty. So she's doing that, and the reason why we're bringing it inside is because it's a lot warmer here and we don't want to freeze while we're just quickly screwing these on. I mean, it looks like it's just 3 screws from what I see, and then we are gonna plug these wires and then run it through the button next to the steering wheel. So let's do it. All right guys, so we're just quickly trying to figure out how we can screw this onto here, because it looks like it fits pretty well, but there's a couple screws we have to line up, and from what I can see right here, we need to go out and buy some metal tabs, as this bumper didn't come with any, so we need to go grab those so we can properly screw on the screws. All right guys, so here is the 3rd button that I'm talking about, completely empty, nothing there, so we are gonna be putting this little guy there. All right guys, so all I had to do was just use a pocket knife, and it came right out just like this. But now we're gonna be replacing that with an official button, but before we do that, we have to run a wire through the engine bay to here, connect it to this button, and then actually snap it on. So we're not gonna do that just yet. For now, we just have this removed. All right guys, you know I was getting serious when I had to put my hair away and tie it back, but basically what I did was remove this. It's actually really cool how it works. It's just like a little dial that you have to turn, and then it comes right off. And then I took the little cover that was next to the steering wheel off. I don't think it was necessary, but I just wanted to see what was going on down here. And it looks like this wire was being ran through already. Clearly this is an OEM. I'm assuming it's some type of like amp for some subwoofers. So I'm gonna try to figure out where they routed that and follow that wire so I can reroute the fog light wires. All right guys, so after looking into it a little bit more, I was able to find the route of this previous wire. So what we're gonna do is basically feeding this the same way in hopes that it's gonna fit. Obviously we don't need this whole mess going through, because this is the main wire for the button, and then all this is like power, relay, this and that. So our main concern right now is getting this through the car to the inside. I also popped the whole panel out, but I am currently, as you guys can see, I can shine my light under here as well, but there's that red wire all the way in the far back, as you guys can see. That's where I'm going to be trying to grab the wire from. But first of all, Veronica's gonna try to run it through here, and I'm gonna take it and feed it over there. All right, guys, we're still trying to push it down. Veronica ended up pulling it out from through the wheel. Obviously it's not like that, so she has to push it over the other hump so we can get it to where the red wire is. So I don't think you can directly do that. You're just gonna have to go from the top and make sure you put it along the right route. I'm not making any sense, but. All right, guys, we were finally able to run it through. As you guys can see, we got the right end. Make sure you have the right end. This is just like the main end. The other side splits off into two. So you know this is the connection for the button. So now we're gonna have to follow this, continue to follow this red wire, and looks like run it through this one hole over here so we can get it through inside the interior, inside the car. Yeah. All right, guys, as you can see, I finally ran it through the inside just by following the subwoofer wire. So shout out to that. All I gotta say is go follow the subwoofer wire at subwoofer_wire. Thank you so much for creating a route for me, because we would have been here for 2 hours clueless trying to figure out what route we're gonna take to get this wire inside the car. We probably would have drilled a hole, and that would have led to multiple problems. So shout out to that. All I have to do is basically get it up, reach over my hand here, and ta-da! It's right here. Yay! Finally. That was a lot simpler than we thought. I just need to run the wire a little bit more through. Okay, cool. All right, that looks good. I think that's more than enough. Sweet. Now all I need to do is grab this button, plug it in, and then clip it on, and then we're good to go on this side. Now we're gonna work towards the bumper side.
Okay, I'm currently heating up this knife so we can cut into this, because I think we got the wrong year, so it just won't fit in. So we're just gonna try to make it smaller by cutting it and heating up this knife. Okay, so I completely cut it off after destroying this knife. Sorry, Christina. And now I'm just gonna take it off and then file the sides off. I mean, now I'm just sanding these sides off, and then
just to give it a more smoother look. Because I don't know if Veronica explained to you in the beginning, but this button actually didn't fit the cluster. I'm not sure if it's because it was a different year or a different trim, but it's whatever, it's just a button. All right, guys, as you can see, Veronica had to fabricate it a little bit. We sanded it down so the edges are all smooth, and it finally works. It looks like it fits. And all we have to do is connect that wire and then push the whole little cluster back in its place.
There we go.
Are you sure it's the right way?
Yeah.
Pull it out, like try to tug on it and see. Yeah, so you didn't put it in right. Maybe not. Oh, there you go. Awesome, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're gonna push it back in. There we go. Cool. All right, guys, so we're finally done with the inside section. Now we're moving over to the engine bay. All we have to do is basically clean our mess up a little bit, tuck these wires in properly. We do have a bunch of zip ties that came with this kit, so that's good. And then I gotta find a place that I can mount this relay, and it already comes with an inline fuse, so that's great. And what I'm going to do right now is connect these to the terminals. Of course, red goes to positive, black goes to negative. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be loosening up this bolt real quick and basically sliding in the wire, because all I did was cut it up into a C, since I didn't want to fully take off this nut, because that's really not what you're supposed to do. So I'm just taking the safer route and gonna be sliding it in. So I'm gonna stretch this out a little bit and then sliding it in just like that. Looks pretty in there to me. All right, that looks good. So now I'm gonna be tightening it up. Oop. Now I'm gonna be doing the same thing with the negative terminal, and I will be right back. All right, guys, so we were finally able to run the wire down all the way from where we started off earlier, down in front of the radiator, and this is where we see the two wires split off. So obviously we're gonna keep this closer to this end, the driver's side, because we have a fog light going here, and then we have a fog light going all the way over there. So what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna start zip tying. We're gonna zip tie to the crash bar right over here in the front. We're probably gonna do it from the back so no one can see. Then we're gonna go inside and start screwing on the fog lights. So I had to make a quick stop to O'Reilly's to buy these slidey things. I don't know what they're called. They're called metal clip nuts. And basically I gotta slide them in through here because this bumper did not come with any. So we're gonna do that. And it looks like it's just 3 screws. So we're gonna go from down under and screw them on, and we will be right back when they are installed. All right, we ran into a little problem. The metal bracket that mounts onto the fog light frame over there was not fitting with the holes correctly. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more cheap fabrication and cut through and continue this hole over here so we can run the metal plate, the metal clip, whatever it's called, through this way instead of this way, so the holes can match up perfectly. Just like that. And then, oh, I'm gonna have to clean my pocket knife real good after. But just like that, as you guys can see.
Oh my god.
So I'm just gonna make, and just like that, we can run the screw and not a problem. All right, guys, we finished both sides. We are about to, it looks pretty cool. We're gonna install the front bumper. First of all, we're gonna plug in the wires, install the front bumper, check to see how it works. Now, in reality, you should have, from the very beginning, before you even mounted these on the front bumper, you should have checked to see if they were turning on or off, but I have a good feeling it's gonna turn on. So we're gonna just fully install it and see. All right, guys, so we got the front bumper on. Now it's moment of truth, I guess. We're just gonna bring this down, check I haven't left anything here that might be of concern. Everything looks good. Ready?
Yeah, oh my god, there's so many wires.
We definitely need a 10th thumb. I know, we need to take care of that. Okay, so now you know how to turn the lights on?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they worked. That's cool.
Hey.
That's sweet. Yay! So this is what they look like. Tell me what you guys think. Should we get yellow tint or just get dark tint? What do you guys think? All right, guys, so this is what they look like. Not bad. Pretty simple install, if I say so myself. I mean, we didn't really run into problems, right?
Here and there.
Here and there, but not as bad as other installations is what I meant. But yeah, this is what they look like, you guys. All right, guys, and that brings us to the end of this video. We both look like a mess. We're super tired. It's like 10:30 p.m. Yeah. But we hope you guys really enjoyed it, possibly learned something. My hat is dented. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video. That is seriously dented. What are we gonna do in the next video? Oh, the shifter. So yeah, see you guys then. Peace.
Bye.